You found the Mr. E gaming bonus scenes! You should feel very sneaky right now. All I gotta do is grind 5,000 points. That sounds simple enough, right? Well, this is terribly exciting, isn't it? Believe it or not, I got there in the end, and on the same night I started too. Anyway, it's done now. I'm just glad I don't have to go through that again. Oh, it's too cold for the Sonic shirt today. Top 5 Sonic Speed Simulator skins. Gotta list fast.
Let's do this.
Number 5, the default Sonic model. This is a classic, peak hedgehog design. Moving on. Someone wanted attention. Number 4, Adventure Sonic. Adds the classic sound effects, complete nostalgia bait. Love it. Number 3, Easter Sonic. Ridiculous, also most likely to give Eggman nightmares. Number 2, Super Sonic. What's not to love? He's shiny, he's powerful, and he can fly. Number 1, Movie Sonic. He's a pop culture referencing maniac. Peak cinematic hedgehog design.
Nailed it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Looney Tunes Adventure Park. Time for a quick tour. We get many celebrity appearances here at the Looney Tune Adventure Park. You never know who you might run into. Now, as you come up to your first corner, if you look to the left, you'll see a giant coyote riding on a giant rocket. This is a pretty normal sight around here. And don't worry, if you start feeling a little bit peckish on this tour, we have provided plenty of free birdseed for everyone's enjoyment. And while you're zooming down the track, don't forget to stop and say hi to Daffy Duck. He gets awful lonely out there. Oh, is it that time already? My favorite TV show is on. And while you're zooming around this rocket, make sure to stop by and say hi to Marvin. And if you're really lucky, he won't cause you any bodily harm. And we couldn't finish this tour without taking one deep dive into the rabbit hole. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the man, the myth, it's...
Bug Balablania?
Ooh, is that his new boyfriend? How could they make Garfield Kart more Garfield-y? Garfield Kart 2 features racetrack based on cities, pirate locations, as well as Wild West movies. When adapting a comic where the main location is the house or the backyard, you do have to get a bit creative. Personally, I'd adapt either one of the films, TV series, or TV specials similar to what Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 did. I did a little bit of research, and by research I mean I went through a whole bunch of my Garfield comic books. You know, like a nerd. Okay, rude. And here's what I came up with. Christmas has always been a big part of Garfield. Why not a track where you drive around looking at the neighborhood displays or driving upon the Christmas displays? Garfield loves his coffee, so how about a highway that you pull into some coffee drive-through segments or just straight through a busy cafe? John often takes Liz to the movies. This could be the entrance to your Wild West track. A track through the treetops that ends with you driving down a fire truck's ladder. You could have a massive vet clinic where Liz works, although that might bump up the E rating. You are not going to believe this. I got a poo. It's a Mr. E Christmas miracle. You know, it still feels a little too early for the hat. I was just grinding along as you do in this game, trying to level up sadness, then all of a sudden I had all these bonus points for a special event, and wow, look, I got a Pooh Bear.
Thank you so very much.
Oh yeah, and I got anger as well. Anyway, you know, I still can't believe Pooh Bear's in this game to start with, and I still can't believe that I just unlocked him for free. This is amazing. Like, you can unlock characters for free, but usually it takes a lot longer than this. Well, now I get to grind along with Pooh Bear and hopefully earn enough in-game currency to buy Chip and Dale. I'd really like to get Tigger and Eeyore, but at this point, it just seems like too much work. Like, Tigger isn't even available yet. Now, the first Garfield Kart and the remake were based on the Garfield show. Now, there were some tracks in there that didn't totally make sense for Garfield, but if you've ever seen the Garfield show, you'll know that they've gone to some wild and wacky and unusual locations even for Garfield. So what did they get right in this first game? Take the Egyptian track. It's loosely based on the episode where Garfield and Odie end up in an Egyptian world battling Egyptian cats. There's another where Odie digs up dinosaur bones, which leads an excavation team to want to dig up the backyard. And from this, we get a dig site as a racetrack. However, that's where the references end, other than lasagna being a power-up, or power down. Garfield's house does appear in the first track, although it appears twice. I'm not 100% sure if it's supposed to be Garfield's house then, but if you look at the show, this is obviously Garfield's house. Now I know this is a little bit nitpicky, but I just think it's funny because in both animated series, John has a red car, and here, it's yellow. For those who follow the reels on this channel, most of these would have been in there. These are some extra scenes that didn't make it into the full videos, and I thought it'd be fun to share them here in like a little bonus section. Thanks for tuning in everyone, I'll see you next time, bye!